of the way. Obviously, it wasn't the way, it didn't end the way you guys wanted to, but to get that first match out of the way against Kansas, a good team, and really hold your own against them.
I think it really feels like we kind of let out a big breath because we've been kind of holding the breath the past year, training, and we finally got to see all the work that we put in almost come to fruition. I think that we challenged them, but we also saw a lot of areas where we can improve so that next time we can win the game.
Yeah, what are some of those areas you want to improve on going forward?
One of the areas that we talked about a lot was making sure that we're relying on our systems, mainly defense. We kind of got a little bit lax with not being as crisp in our defensive systems, and that helps them out because they are very like routine, and they really do all those things well. And so when we kind of got lax in our defense, they were able to expose our weaknesses.
Speaking of defense, that's something Coach Nelson trying to challenge you to be more physical on the block. How are you trying to balance out between making an impact on offense, getting those kills, while still making a big impact on blocking time?
Yeah, that's definitely something that we've worked on a lot over the past year. That's something that I really wanted to work on. We do a lot of work with out-of-system blocking, and he's kind of, the whole coaching staff has shifted my mindset on blocking, being more aggressive on the out-of-systems and even more aggressive on the in-system ones, but thinking about getting touches rather than getting stuff blocks on the in-system ones. Yeah.
I mean, you also secured the kill. This is Vanderbilt's first set win in the past 45 years. How did that feel? What did that mean to you?
I think it was a very proud moment. I honestly, going into that match, was just trying to be as present as possible. So I don't think it really registered when it happened that it was the first kill in 45 years. But I'm definitely proud to be able to say that I did that.
How much are you guys looking forward to this opportunity, to play Belmont outside on Wyatt Lawn? I mean, hopefully you guys will get a good crowd, but a great opportunity to really showcase that this program is back.
We are super excited for the opportunity. I think we're looking at this as an opportunity to get our first win, Vanderbilt history in the last 45 years. And we're also looking at it as an opportunity to show our adaptability because we're playing in very, unorthodox conditions, and so we're just really excited to show how well we can adapt.
A little bit extra juice playing an inner city rival in Belmont.
We're trying to show who runs Nashville, basically.
What have you learned about their team?
Honestly, we're kind of going into it with not too much information because they've had a new coach come in, so we're not exactly sure what's going to be similar from last year and what's going to be different. So we're more so relying on our own systems, and then probably once we get closer, we'll get more information. And when we're in the game, our coaches will be giving us information, which goes into the adaptability piece because we really have to be able to adapt quickly to what they're doing on their side.
What was the bigger feeling, I guess, last weekend? The disappointment of the loss or the satisfaction of going, hey, we held our own against a ranked team and, it was our first time out?
I think it was definitely the disappointment of the loss because we've been working every day, or not every day, most of the days over the last year, and we've seen our highs, we've seen our lows too. And we know what we're capable of, and so I know the world watching was seeing it as our first outing, and they're like, oh, they held their own. But we were seeing it as like we should have won, like we were the better, we weren't obviously the better team in that moment because we lost, but we know our best selves, and if we had played that way for more consistent rallies and games, then we could have.
You kind of touched on it, getting that first match out of your way. What would getting that first win Friday night mean for this program and this university?
Well, it would obviously be historic because that would be our first win in program like 45 years. But I think it honestly would just be the start to our entire season because one win, even if we win that game or if we lose, it's not going to determine the future of our season. We still have so much more to go. So I think now we're in the mindset of one game at a time, and one game is just a piece of the entire puzzle.
Are there any pre-game traditions that you guys are kind of implementing this year with the first two rounds?
One thing that we do before every game is we do a breath. Usually Well, honors will lead it during games. We also do it before practices. We all just come in and we like touch a part of someone else's body, and then we take a deep breath in and a breath out, and that's supposed to be kind of like a grounding thing. And then we'll say whatever our mantra is for the season. So right now it's brick by brick. So we'll do the breath and then we'll say that, and that's supposed to kind of get us in the mindset for the game.
It sounds like the whole kind of brick by brick, day by day mentality is sort of the overall look of what success is going to look like for the year, regardless of wins or losses. But could you speak a little to what your guys' vision for success will be like going forward for the year?
Well, so our overarching goal is to make it into the tournament and be in the top half of the SEC. So I think it's very attainable, but I guess you kind of touched on it. The pathway to that goal is our motto for the season, brick by brick. And then if you see a graphic for our motto, the 1 in the brick, or the I in the brick is a 1, and that's supposed to signify getting 1% better every single day. Yeah.
And then I was looking around here at practice, and I've been seeing Shatter Your Ceiling on the backs of a lot of the performance shirts and stuff like that. It kind of sounds like what you were just talking about, kind of getting better day by day, shattering that ceiling, raising the bar every day. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the vibe. I think that's also kind of the overarching, one of the reasons why most people came here, whether from high school or transferring, because they want the opportunity to shatter their ceiling. We have coaches that'll coach us to do that every day. So yeah, definitely.